broadcast, so I don't have to be as so I can kind of separate them a little bit.
Welcome to us.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
hey.
Sorry about that. You people usually add me before the lesson. I was like looking for you. I'm like, oh, you didn't add me, so I threw you a friend
Uh,
request. So,
it's no problem, man.
yeah, I don't have any one after this, so I can feel free to run over a little bit. My next one's
Okay, yeah, my bad for being a little late,
That's
by the
fine.
way.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was just finishing up a game.
Yeah, I give people like 10, 15 minutes before I mark them absent. So
Okay.
yeah, you still had a solid 4 minutes before I would have started looking into that.
All
Um,
right.
but yeah. So my name's Brandon.
Okay.
I believe. All right, let's check here. Other screen. You said you wanted to work on your Irelia play, correct?
Yeah,
All right.
because I like Irelia, and I like, you know how the Irelias, they just like get really fed top and they just carry the game?
Yes.
I want to know how they can do that and get better at it.
All right. Here, let me 1 sec. All right. So it looks like you're an 80 carry main.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Irelia as a champion requires a lot of just situational awareness in order to be played properly. And I know
Mhm.
that sounds like, yeah, every champion requires a lot of situational awareness to be played. Well, Ari, Jesus, I was reading Challenger Ari on this stupid thing. Irelia requires even more than that because you have a situational stun, you have a situational resetting dash, and you have a lot of cool
Mhm.
like your cooldowns aren't that big to manage, but you still need to know like when like your heat and style is gonna fall and like do stuff like that. So you need to pay attention to generally more than you would I don't know, playing other champions.
Mhm.
So what I'm alright. So what I'm gonna have you do here is this like yeah, it may not be here, let me give you 1 second. It may not be the best um but I'm gonna have you hop into a team builder
Okay.
and just kind of pick Irelia top and
All right.
because that just guarantees that you're gonna get the champion role that you
Yeah.
signed up for. Since like we only have an hour, so it's like hard for me to go do multiple things. So I just for the 1 hour sessions, I just tend to say, all right, what do you want to focus on? Like what champion you want to
Mhm.
focus on? Then have them play a game, and I'll just provide commentary about what I see and like what they can improve on and stuff.
Okay.
So like for two, uh, unless they have like some like replays they want to go over or something like that, then that's generally just the
Yeah. I've
default
been trying
game
to get
plan.
replays, but OP.GG is kind of like messed up right now.
All the replay things are just kind of fucked, so it's unfortunate. It's really hard to get your own replays. Like that's why I like always record
Yeah.
with obs or stream whenever I play. Cause like if I do make a play, it gets recorded.
Could you check my runes and masteries for Irelia
Yeah.
that I'm using? My
Um.
runes page is called top, and my masteries page is called Better Nerf Irelia.
Um. I'd honestly like playing Irelia. I'd just go with your 80 attack speed rune page. The attack speed's so much better on her than armor penetration because you've got
Okay.
true damage on your W, which I will either run on mine. I run either my rune page number 6 or rune page number 11, depending on who I'm up against. So, like, you can check those out later.
Okay.
I'll just here. Make it really easy for you. There's 7. There. So those are my 2 runes and mastery pages I use for just depending on matchups and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So you can feel free to check those out at your leisure, but definitely go with the attack speed one.
Yeah, for sure. I'll look at it after we're done.
All right.
Check
So
you up for a game.
yeah, queue up. Go ahead and queue up. And like while you're sitting there waiting for a game to pop, since it can take anywhere from like 2 to 5 minutes or however long,
Yeah.
feel free to just start asking any questions you may have about the champion or lane in general that can kind of just explain via talking.
Hmm.
You're higher platinum, so I assume that you're gonna have at least an understanding of how like lanes work when
Yeah.
it comes like with minion wave management and all that. So you at least have a basic understanding of that stuff. So
Yeah. I feel it. What I tend to do though a lot, like especially since I play ADC, is I don't know how, but I start getting fed. Like I'm really fed in the beginning, and then I let that go. I don't snowball off of that, and the game just like goes in their favor and they win. Like my Corki game I just played, I was like 5-0, 6-0, and then they just managed to get kills, and we lost that game.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, so taking advantage of a lead, definitely. All right, so that's something I can teach you how to work with since I'm really good at that. Yeah, if you look at my history, aside from the 3 troll-ass normal games that I've played that I got defeated in every time, I have a couple tournament victories.
Oh, the custom
The
matches?
custom games. Not the Twisted
Yeah,
Tree Land
nice.
one. That was just a warm up. We got a first round bye and played 3 games.
Oh,
And as you can
oh,
see, um, carrying is not something that I'm foreign to.
yeah. Like I
Like
want to
taking
see.
advantage of the
I want to
lead.
be that good. Okay, it's not like I want to become master or anything,
Yeah.
but I at least want to be like good enough to get like at least Diamond 3, and just be able to carry the game. Because I hate those Irelias and like hate those top laners like Gnar or whatever. They get really fed, and then I can't do anything to them, and
Yeah.
they're just like,
Well,
"Yo, I'm gonna kill you now."
to be fair, top lane is like I feel is the hardest role to carry from.
Mhm.
A game. Like, if you're carrying from top lane, you either have to be like really good, or just manage like playing against someone that's really bad.
So
Cause
you were really good on those custom tournament matches, or
y-
were they really
well,
bad?
like yeah, I was playing really well, and it's some like when your team, like my entire team was playing really well. It's like we
Mhm.
all had scores that like kind of looked like that, like ridiculous, but like when my team plays well, I usually do really well too, and I just happen to get like a shit ton of kills in both those games. But
I've been watching. Oh, sorry. Continue.
no,
That's fine.
no, go ahead. You're good.
I've been watching Dyrus play Hecarim top,
Yeah,
and it looks fucking insane. And I saw it in your master history too.
it's ridiculous. It's so funny. Um, all right, you're gonna get spectate while we're sitting here. But
Fiora top.
okay, so you're against Fiora. So this matchup you actually like do really well in. I recommend starting like either you can start with Flask or Cloth Armor. Either one works here.
Mhm.
Um, if you start with a Cloth Armor, you can get an early Ninja Tabby,
Okay.
which will absolutely like shit on that team comp because they have all little auto attackers.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ninja Tabby really good. So if you get like a Tabby double Doran's Blade into Triforce, like this lane should go really smoothly for you.
Oh, so I don't just rush Triforce without like.
I
Like what I usually do is I just get Flask and then rush like Sheen and then finish my Triforce.
that
That's
that
it.
works well. Like that works well if you're like in certain matchups. But I just prefer getting the double Dorans because it allows you to sustain better with your W and stuff. It also gives you that like little bit of extra health early on,
Mhm.
and like it increases your like it allows you to blade surge to target like some like targets that you normally wouldn't be able to as
Mhm.
well. And it just gives you a little more versatility, sustain, and all that. Like rushing Triforce is good, yeah, but you're a lot squishier when you complete it.
Yeah, true. You have the
So-
burst speed die easily too.
Yeah, you can burst, but like they can also just burst you, especially since she's running Ignite. Oh, like in this matchup, essentially what you want to be doing is just trying not to like put yourself in a position where she can ignite all in you. It
Yeah.
should be pretty difficult for her because if she like lunges in, you can just like stun her and walk away.
Yeah.
So
But she has a double dash though, right?
yeah, you should be able to outrange the second dash, but like, or if she
Oh.
does, like you should be able to get to like safety to the point where it's dangerous for her to use the second dash. Like,
I hate like one thing I don't like about since I don't play top lane that much.
mhm,
One thing I'm weak in is like I'm weak in a lot of things, but one of my most things is like just warding,
mhm,
like where to ward, when to ward, and where to ward,
yeah,
because I seem and especially on like red side, I get ganked a lot. Like from if I ward river, I get ganked from try or like you know.
mhm. Essentially, like a top lane, what you want to do is you want to try and get a ward down at about the 3 minute and 15, 3 minute 30 second mark. Either in your river or in your tri-bush, depending on like where you're at in the lane. Because that essentially, that's when the jungler is going to be like finishing their second buff and looking to make their first gank. And, it's usually top or mid. And it's like, these games, so. Just putting your ward somewhere around there.
Am
Probably
I
the better.
supposed to start? Okay, so you max W, right?
Max W would start with E.
Start with E. Okay, so
Start with
E,
E in melee
EQW?
matchups. Yeah, EQW is what I go. E in melee
Okay.
matchups, Q against ranged, because that'll allow you to like farm still.
And I used to go Cutlass into Triforce. No one does that anymore, right? On Irelia.
People just go Triforce, and if they're super far ahead, then they'll build up Orc after that. But
Oh,
Triforce
okay.
is just way too good to pass up. Like, it synergizes so well with your kit, and it's just like an amazing item, so get it.
All right, so recommend him Floss by. We'll go Cloth,
Yeah,
right?
go Cloth 4-1, or, yeah, Cloth 4-1 would probably be better here, because Fiora's all AD, and like just backing when you get enough for your tabby, and coming back to lane with a couple more potions too, and just watches, she's just like, what the fuck do I do? I can't kill it anymore.
So Inertia, like, is that like a challenger team?
Yeah. We played
Nice,
in
man.
Black Monster Cup and NACL.
Lee Sin wants me to leash for him. Should I?
Yeah, essentially just kind of like Equilibrium Strike the big one, give it like 2-3 autos, and then just walk away.
Okay.
Like that's what consists of a
I don't know
leash.
if he's starting Krugs or Red.
If he starts red, then he's a little silly.
Start Krugs though.
Yeah, like you shouldn't start buffs anymore on a jungler.
Yeah.
Unless like you're Jarvan or Pantheon and plan on doing a level 2 cheese ass gank. That's the only reason you should start with a buff camp. Other than that, yeah, you should start with one of the side camps because it allows the laner to leash easier for you, and it's just better to start with.
So do you see any pro players in ranked solo queue?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Really? Oh my god, that's so awesome, man. Like, okay, so the only time I've been in a game with pro players is Joe Nashme and Zekind
I
when they
hate
were dual
Mash Me.
queuing.
I hate
You
Mash
do?
Me. Oh my god, he denied me last season. Like
Denied you
he
what?
trolled my promo like my at the beginning of last season.
Oh
I was
my
like
god.
number 8 on the ladder, climbing up
Yeah.
as after the reset, and like I was in my Diamond 3 promos. Like I was in Diamond 3 and I was in my promos, and like I was and he just trolled me 2 games in a row
Holy shit.
because MIA was on the other team, and a no name doesn't deserve to get challenger this quickly, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me, mate?
Mm.
So I will forever hold a hatred in my heart for that man, because he is an asshole to the core. So, yeah, like streamer people act differently when they're on stream versus when they're off. Like a lot of streamers will too. Like they, when the streams are off, that's when games get interesting, because that's when true colors start popping up. And there's a couple
Oh,
people that
shit.
you wouldn't expect act the way they do, based on their stream.
Hopefully TSM is the same way.
Oh, I love Dyrus. Like I met him in a different game.
Hmm.
Back in early season 2, when all TSM played a game called Dungeon Fighter Online. I was apparently in their guild without realizing it. So,
What?
yeah, so I Q sniped him a lot in the arena system there, and we became friends. 'Cause I'd shit on him every single time, and then I'd troll his chat his Twitch chat afterwards, and he'd be like, "Stop Q sniping me."
Welp, I just fucked up.
We'll see what happens. Like I just loaded in the game. If you have any questions about what's going on in game, feel free to ask as well.
So I have 300 gold. I can't really afford anything. I just died. Should I just buy 2 pots?
Yeah, just
A ward or something?
buy potions. TP back to lane if
And
you're gonna get like lose minions to tower.
they're not. They're like in the middle of the lane.
That's fine. Just walk back. If it's shoving towards you, walk back. If it's shoving towards him, then maybe you might want to teleport.
It's shoving towards him.
Yeah, then probably teleport.
Oh fuck! It's like gone already.
It's whatever. Then just walk it out. Try and look for a TP play like in the bot lane or something like that. But
Bot lane's so extended, but they don't have a ward like
yeah.
deep.
Like if B comes in, they just start like
Mhm.
getting pressured. Like feel free to teleport onto a minion too. Like and just turn that. Like start looking around. Like you can also just TP mid for pressure and stuff like that. So yeah, just try not to like give up any kills here. Like, as many. Giving up 1 or 2 is like alright. It's generally preferred to give up 0 because like she has the ignite, so she needs to get that lane pressure because she's not gonna have the map pressure.
Yeah.
But like giving up 1 isn't the worst thing in the world. But like you should probably have been playing passive enough in order to prevent that from happening.
No way. I went like super aggro.
Yeah, that's a problem because you don't have the ignite.
What time are you at in the game?
150.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem since she's got true damage over you at any given point in the game. So, directed camera. I don't want directed camera. I want Irelia cam. Okay, so we're getting in the game here. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of let this early laning phase play out and point things
At
out.
5 minutes, I have 10 farms. She has 9.
That's kind of... Alright, so I can see, I guess, why you played aggro, because Lee Sin came in for like a level 2 cheese gank. In this situation, you still just got, like, you burned her flash and her health pots, yeah, that's good. But just, like, don't put yourself in a position to where you can be easily capitalized on, because, like, you... Let's see. Did you kill her? Please don't tell me you tank tower. Okay. So she just ignited you randomly, like, this matchup's really weird. Did you use a health pot? Yeah, you did, okay. So, just gonna kind of continue seeing what happens here. Alright. I see where you're fucking up.
Okay.
Alright, so you're playing super aggro and you're dashing into the middle of her minions. Like, this isn't something that you really, like, take into account bottom lane, but it's something that plays a massive role in top lane, especially when playing Irelia. Your level 2 isn't as strong as other people's level 2s on this champion. Like, that's just plain and simple, it just isn't. Like, Blade Surge is good, yeah, but, like, the main bulk of your damage comes from heat and style, which is what you start getting at 3. Irelia is really strong at level 1, not so strong level 2, 3, and starts spiking back up again to where she's strong again at 5. So when in that lull period from 2 to like levels 2 to 4, you generally don't want to try and trade as hard
Yeah.
because you're just gonna come out like down on every trade.
Oh, okay, so the only reason I lost that was because I can't trade. Like, I really can't trade.
No, that's what I'm saying there. The reason you lost that is because you dashed into the middle of like 9 minions and just sat there and tanked minion aggro the
Oh,
entire
shit.
time. Like,
Okay.
that's something you really need to be aware of is like what like like that's why I said minion wave management. Like when I said I assumed you knew, like that's what I thought that you understood. Alright, so
Yeah, it took a lot of minion damage, didn't it?
yeah, you took like a solid 400 damage from minions. Like, you took a shit ton of damage from minions. Casters got 3 full, like, reels off on you. That's how bad it was. Like, when you go in, you need to reset the minion aggro, for sure, every single time. I'm just kind of looking at what's going on here. Please tell me you don't try and tower diver. Oh, you do? Okay, you get her, and you die in the process, don't you? Yeah, okay. That's actually okay. Actually, that one works, okay? I'll give you that one, because, you denied her, like, 4 waves to the tower. So, that one's okay. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I kind of said worth in my head because the minion wave was pushing towards her.
So, that one's okay. But, Yeah, I really just kind of want to wait to level 4 or 5 before you start trading again. Like right now, like once you hit level 5, like you'll just start fucking her up because she doesn't have any Doran's blades, so she doesn't have any extra health, and like you'll just start wrecking her. You already are using your Q effectively, like from that trade. I saw that you knew how to like use your blade surge to apply heat and style. Um, so that's good because it applies on hit effects, which also includes your W, Triforce, etc., etc. So that was good. Yeah, I haven't really seen an opportunity yet for you like use your minions.
I might die. Holy. What does she have? Oh, she has Vampire Scepter. I have to go back.
Like I don't know what's happening, but like
Yeah, sucks.
just
Dang.
like are you trading in the middle of minions or like what?
No, they weren't minions, but she just out-traded me. After she, like, I got her really low. Let's see. Oh, I got a TP on this one, I think.
What the
Um,
hell? Why
what?
didn't Yi just TP in?
Me?
No, Yi.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, so a little thing I'm noticing is that instead of using your stun, like, you hit them a couple times and then try and use Equilibrium Strike, which ends up resulting in a slow, whereas if you just used it off the bat, it would have resulted in a stun. Like, you did that
Yeah.
with both Fiora and Yi. Also, you're taking a long time to put your point in. Like, I'm still seeing only 2 points in heat and style after you leveled. Like, you're over halfway to level 6. Do you use your control buttons to level your abilities, or do you click the plus sign?
Plus sign.
Start getting away from that. Because if you're in a high pressure situation where you need to like put your points in quickly,
Yeah.
like, you still haven't put it in.
Man, I wish I was, like, taking notes, or, like, this was a replay. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
I've got
I feel like I'm gonna forget most of it.
I'm streaming it and I'm gonna be putting it up on my YouTube channel and everything
Oh,
like that.
awesome,
so
dude.
you can yeah, I do that with all my lessons. So you
Yeah,
can
that's
go
freaking awesome.
go check it out there if you forget
Yeah,
anything.
of course I will.
So
I'm
you
gonna,
can
like,
see
look
what
at
I'm
it and
talking
then-
about as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
Thank you so much.
no problem. That's like my one condition for the free thing is like I'm.
Oh yeah, I think I read that.
Yeah, like I don't think anybody has a problem with it. Alright, so you finally put your point in. So like yeah. So if you trade right here, that would be incredibly silly of you because she's got like 9 caster minions and a siege minion, so you'll just like die to minions again. God, please don't go in. Alright. You're posturing like you want to go in. It's worrisome to me. Like this is causing me physical distress.
Oh man.
Alright, so you didn't go in, thank God. Yeah, like, thing that you could be, like, doing is, I noticed that you're using a lot of mana to start farming under tower with Blade Surge. Just, like, being able to, auto before the tower hits and then auto again will save you a lot of mana. Especially since you're not running flasks, so you don't have, like, that good mana sustain.
Oh, this is lame. Big Fiora AFK'd.
I'm not seeing where she's out trading you. Oh, is
She's
it
here.
after she ults? Okay.
Wait, sorry, say real quick. Max Q second or E?
E for this time. Alright, so.
Okay.
That flash Q of yours was, aggressive, and we'll leave it at that. You'd pushed her back. Like, when you're playing against someone with Ignite, forcing them
No.
out of lane is just as good as killing them. Alright? That's something you gotta get in your
Alright.
head. You don't have to get the kill. Like, you don't have to burn, like... I'm all for aggression, okay? My playstyle is super aggressive. You are playing over-aggressive.
Oh, damn.
Like, you're playing aggressive to the point where you're... Like, some of the things you're doing are just stupid. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, that...
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me straight out.
Yeah,
That's how
that
I would
flash forward was, like, really silly. Because you burned your only escape on a thing where, like... Okay, so flash is really important to have. Like,
move. Oh, that's a master E.
yeah, because
Fuck.
if you had flash, you might get out alive. Just throwing that out there. But like, okay. So in this situation against Fiora, oh yeah, you kill her. Good. Yeah. So like, this is where you just start dominating her. Essentially, it's like level 7 because you just start out trading her, and those like, as long as you don't like do something silly.
Both cooldown higher than mine?
Huh?
Is Fiora's ult cooldown higher than
Oh
mine?
yeah, much higher. Like your ult cooldown's almost non-existent. Like Irelia's ult exists to be spammed. Like you can use it to clear waves, heal yourself up, do damage during trades. Like I will literally. Okay, another thing before I continue that train of thought is when buying on Irelia, don't buy mana potions.
Okay.
Learn to ration your mana because that's really big. Mana potions are extremely not worth it. Like one, yeah, you have two on you. That's really bad. Uh, and two, when buying, unless you can buy a straight up Sheen, go for Phage parts instead.
Oh, okay.
Like having Amptone mana crystal is generally not the best way to get around it.
All right.
But I felt like I had to sneeze there for a moment.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, like so things. Something I'm noticing is that you when you're trading, you don't use the minions. Like you'll just kind of walk up to Fiora in the lower minion wave and then try and stun her there. What you can do is you can just wait for her to walk near a low health caster minion when she's posturing back in the lane, and then like dash to that minion, stun her, activate heat and stun, and then start going to town. Like that's a more it's a more common thing against ranged champions, like that tactic, but it still has its place against melees because it's like kind of unexpected. Like, when you start walking at them, yeah, they're gonna assume that you're gonna go in on them because when you right click on someone, they like your champion lights up. So it's obvious.
They
when,
do?
Yeah, like when someone right clicks on you, they will light up essentially.
I have never seen that.
Okay. When trading with
Or maybe
Fiora
I just
there,
don't know.
using the blade, you use the blade surge like really late and didn't get it during Eaton style, and she ulted and you just kind of like wasted it. So just feel free to like use the blade surge for damage there in that situation. Like before she ults, it's just good burst to put down, and you would have gotten the kill if you had done it for sure. This game's turning into kind of a stop. I'm still finding a lot of things in your gameplay that need work.
Sorry. What did you say?
I was saying, even though it's like a kind of a stomp, I'm still finding a lot of things in your gameplay that can use work, so it's still good.
I hate that it is a stomp though, because
It's fine. Like even in stomps, there's still a lot of things that you can work on. Alright, this is sneaky. I like it. Alright, so
oh shit. Put a ward down, boys.
yeah, right there. When he ganked you and you like Fiora walked up the farm and you came out of the bush, you could just blade search onto the minion, stunned her, and just like gone all in with your ult and everything, and 100% killed her. So like, it's obvious to me that you're not like too terribly comfortable with the champions like damage ranges. You just don't know
Yeah.
yet. So,
I
yeah, understanding your
don't
damage.
play top, and I haven't played Irelia in a while, but there was this like one period like where I was practicing her a shit ton
Yeah.
because I just wanted to become good with her.
Yeah, understanding her damage range is just like paramount. Like you need to know when your power spikes are and just how much damage you're doing, so you can start abusing it. That's like how those Irelias are able to carry. It's because they just understand how much damage they do, and they're able to just mop people up with it. Like after this, I can give you a Twitch VOD of a game where I just kind of did the carry lord thing with Irelia, like you were talking about,
Oh god, yeah.
and you can kind of see how I played. Like it was against Victor top. Yeah, you should just sell those mana potions. Also, if you haven't, on your second or third back, you generally want to sell your warding trinket and get a sweeper, because A, it allows you to get ganks easier. B, it makes it so you can like sweep, like just start sweeping their vision off the map and forcing them to play either more passively or like have to be scared of you because they don't know, they can't see into the river and stuff.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, getting sweeper is really big. Yeah, like warding trinket's good.
Fiora's just roaming now. She doesn't care anymore. Should I just push top or roam with her? Like roam where she goes?
You can just shove top. Like you can manage the minion wave top so that it'll push for you, and just kind of roam around with her, or use your teleport to show up where she is.
Oh god, he's pushing top now to go top.
Okay. Alright, so right there in that trade against, like, you just traded against Fiora where you stunned her, and then you just canceled 3 auto attacks.
Uh,
Like, if you'd stunned her auto, Blade Surge auto, and then, like, used your ultimate, you definitely would have killed her. Like, for sure. You just canceled them for some reason. Like, you're like,
oh, is that the
ah.
one where I let her go?
Yeah, you're just like, ah, I'm gonna, nah, now I'm, nah. And you just, like, yeah. You kind of got to commit in those situations. Because, like, you do a lot of damage. Like, level 9 is, like, your time. Like, this is your time of the game. Like, Irelia thrives from like level 7 to like level 14 is when you just like absolutely shit stomp everything. Like, just from your abilities. Like when you get your Triforce, you do even better. But like right now, you really like you need to know that you're in the middle like of your power spike, and you need to take advantage of it. Like I'm giving like you said that you wanted like carry like those guys, so I'm giving
Yeah.
you like I'm teaching you how to do that. Like if you're just playing Irelia to play Irelia, like yeah, this would be fine. That was odd. Alright. You canceled the TP, but I don't know. I wasn't looking at what was going on down there. But like, just I'm trying to teach you, like, give you those tips on how to be able to just carry that hard. And these are the things that you need to be aware of.
Yeah, man. Any advice you give is like appreciated.
Yeah. So like, definitely knowing when you're strong, as opposed to like, and taking advantage of that is absolutely key. Um, Alright, when you're shoving top lane, you want to be focusing on the tower as opposed to the minions, and using your like abilities to get Sheen procs, like you could Equilibrium strike the caster minions to get Sheen procs and stuff like that. To just kind of help create more pressure. Like using your heat and style to proc Sheen is good, but yeah, you can also use your Equilibrium strike and your ult if you had it. And there's Thresh. I don't think that flash is necessary away because you kind of already made it out. You stop chasing and like, I think honestly, if they kept going on you, you could just turn and kill them. Like,
When was this?
after you'd taken the top tier 2 tower and Thresh and you started chasing you down.
Oh.
I honestly think if they kept chasing after you'd walked out before flashing over the wall, you could have just turned and killed G. Like that's how strong this champion is, because Yi has a grand total of 1200 health to his name, and he was sitting at about 3/4 when he was chasing you down, so you could have probably just like 4-shot him. In that situation, so like, you know, that's just what I mean by playing your champion. Like, you just need to play the champion more so you can understand her damage values, and
Yeah.
you know, like abuse them. Because you're level 11 in Triforce right now. You're at the quintessential Irelia point. Like this is where you just need to take off if you haven't already. Like, your score is good. Your farm's meh, but given the course of how the game's been going so far, it's all right. Like your highest, you're keeping up with Graves. Now your highest farm in the game. So like, your farm's good given the context of the game. So that's not really too much to worry about. Like, yeah, having 80 farm, like 100, 80 farm every 10 minutes is like optimal, but you know, it's not always going to be the case. So just having the equivalent farm to everyone else is sometimes just a good option, especially in games like this where it's just a bloodbath. Yeah, like I just feel like you need to play the champion more, cause apologize for that. Because you're like
Fine, man.
you're doing well with like, you know, some basic stuff. You just need to start learning your damage so you can get more advanced tactics. Like with her.
Sure.
Hold up. All right, so Yasuo and Yi like kind of go in on you mid. You definitely go just 2v straight up 2v1 that. Like, don't underestimate the power of a 1.75 second stun. I think it's 1.75 right now, like rank 4. No, it's 2. Yeah, 1.75 second stun. Don't underestimate it. Especially with champions such as like squishy as Yasuo or Yi, because they like 1200 and 1300 health to their names. You could have just like mopped the floor with them. But with Irelia, a thing you can do is if you pop your heat and style and you have a Triforce proc available, if you Q onto a caster minion up until like the 25-minute mark, you'll instantly kill it, giving you the reset and the ability to jump again. Really good for like engaging fights on people that are kind of like hanging back behind their casters. You can just jump to the caster, like, and then jump to them and get on them that way. I don't know. To me, it's just like you're playing real. Like you kind of overcompensated when I said you were playing over aggressively, and now you're just. It looks like you're just playing over scared.
Am I really?
Yeah, like it literally just to me, it looks like you overcompensated because I said you were playing super aggro, and now you're just playing super passive. Like you went from straight from one end of the spectrum to the other. So you can feel free to go aggressive when you're like strong like this.
Oh, I do go aggressive. You're gonna watch,
You should
but
be,
it's stupid aggressive.
you should be able to kill this Fiora. Like I don't know why you're kiting backwards. Like you should be kiting to the other side of her. You died her, don't you? Oh. I think you should have been able to kill her without like dying like that. Honestly.
How did I die there? Like in the 1v1 top?
Yeah, you kind of you were like kiting really weird. You like were autoing, and then like I can tell definitely that you're an AD carry player because you were kiting backwards, even though you shouldn't have been.
Okay.
You were trying to like stay safe, quote unquote, just because that's your instinct to do so.
Yeah.
What you should have been doing is you should have been kiting forward because you autoed like 3 minions while trying to kite backwards, and it was really painful to watch. Like you blade surged after she had did her ultimate, so like you also just ended up wasting that damage as well. So yeah, there was like a little bit that was wrong with that. Because since you're stronger than most people, you can just kite towards the direction they're going to use to get out. Like, stay ahead of them. It's essentially what you want to do on a bruiser. Like AD carry, I know. Like, the thing is like stay safe while doing damage. On a bruiser, you want to like just move. Essentially, the mentality between bruisers and AD carries in teamfights is exact. Like in dueling and teamfights is exactly opposite. Like play Irelia more like you would Graze and just go straight in when it comes to team fighting.
Okay.
And stuff. And dueling. Okay, this is a good fight for you to go stupid aggressive. Alright, not sure about the focus on Thresh. That was a little weird because he was...
I thought he was the easiest target to kill, and then I'll move on to the others, but...
Yeah. You probably got like one-shot Yasuo and Fiora, honestly. Like, you could have stunned. Yeah, not stunned, you could have slowed. They just W auto'd Yasuo and he would have died, for sure. Once again, you're playing really passively. You got that 2-second stun on the grades, and you just kind of walked away. You have 145 armor with Ninja Tabby against 2 auto attack based champions. Like, hit something! Yeah, you just kind of walked around long enough for an ignite to come up and then got ignited and died. Like, you can hit things. It'll be okay, I promise.
I got Randu in second.
That's fine. Like Randuin's a frozen, like and then Frozen Heart would be good. Like,
Frozen
just
Heart?
all armor.
Okay.
They have no magic damage whatsoever. Yeah. Okay. So your team's starting to throw. It's looking like they just been going in one by
I like it, because then, you know, you can tell me what I should do if my team's doing that and stuff.
The ants are definitely going in one by one here, and I feel like you could be doing a lot more work for your team. Don't
So what could I do?
underestimate. Yeah, don't under. Yeah, first of all, you need to not underestimate the power of a 2-second stun. And you need to just auto attack more. Like you're just kind of running around taking free damage because you're scared, or whatever happens to be going through your head. It looks like you're scared. Like, you need to pick out high priority targets that you can burst down. Because, alright, your EE does 280 plus 15 magic damage. That's a solid 300 magic damage when you EE. As well as you have your W, which will give you 75 true damage. And, one sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze. You have... I can't really tell how much extra damage your Triforce is having at this point, because I can't see your base AD. But you can burst really hard. You can do like 900, like 6 to 900 damage in essentially an instant. Once again, like against this Fiora, while your W is up, you need to be trading. That is like the single most important thing about this champion. When Heaton's style is up, you trade. because you have this really weird thing where you pop heat in style, whack them once, and then start running away, and then when it's off, like after it wears off, you start going back in.
Okay.
Like it's really weird.
Sorry.
That's yeah. That's like a character. All right. So what you like the way you're playing is a characteristic of Equilibrium Strike Max first, which is also a way you can play Irelia, where you just max your E first, and you go in, you E, you pop W, you hit them like once or twice, and you just run. All right. So your team just 4v5'd. So once they group up, they just kind of mopped house. Yeah, like. I feel like you could just be doing, or they fought 44 though, because you killed Fiora. That was my bad. But yeah, I feel like definitely since you're starting to get a lot tankier now, and they're all AD, you could feel free to just go in on people. Like, honestly,
I kind of did that. You'll see it in like 1 or 2 minutes. Like while you were talking, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ham.
okay, I'll see it. Alright, when I say ham, like, just try and at least make it smart ham, not like, I want to flash it five
You'll be
people
the judge
by
of
myself.
that. you you can tell me if that was smart ham or not.
Alright, but, yeah, try and keep, like, the plays... Try and keep the plays, I guess, smart, because it's a really big thing. Like, yes, making plays is good, but, like, making smart plays is better. Yeah, you're 8-4. Like honestly, you can like with 200 something armor, you can fight anyone and just win in a prolonged engagement.
Can I fight 1v3?
Depends on who the three are.
Yi and Fiora and
Maybe not.
Yasuo.
Maybe no, not those three. If it was like Yi, Yasuo, Thresh, then probably. If you focus properly. But, yeah, okay, so you went in on Fiora, that's good. Ezreal was kind of playing with fire by walking into melee form. Let's see. Okay. So in that team fight mid, I think that's where you were assuming, where you tower dive Graves, is that what you're talking about, the ham thing?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, there was no way that was going to go poorly for you guys. But in that team fight, it looked like you had a problem deciding just exactly who you wanted to go for in that situation.
Yeah.
You were like dancing back and forth between Yasuo and Graves a lot, and Graves got like 3 free autos on you because of it. Always go just for the higher priority target. Like Graves is definitely a higher priority. He's got a lot more kills, a lot more farm, does a lot more damage than this Yasuo does at the moment. So like he should be your go-to target in fights. 100%. For your other items in this game, like a Thorn Mail and a Warmogs wouldn't be bad.
Oh god, I just died and got shut down.
Well, I'll see what happens. Yeah, like, good. You're going back to tough to manage the minion wave. Like, you can just keep that thing pushing through minions. Do you know what microing a minion wave is?
No.
That's, like, microing a minion wave is what they do in, the LCS, you know, where they just get the minions to slow push, and
Yeah.
you just kill the caster minions. So you just kill casters, and that'll get the wave slow pushing in about 2 minutes. It'll build up to a massive wave that can threaten to take a tower. So that's how you do that. Like if you do that, you can essentially just like micro the top lane and just watch as go group with your team and watch as they push. Okay, you definitely should have been there for that dragon fight, like 150%. That was really important. Since your team has yet to get a dragon. So
Q aimless wandering in their jungle. Alright. Looks like he decided on mid lane. Yep, just go on a farm where you can and get the lanes. Keep the lanes pressured towards them in the situation where you can't like really take any objectives, so they can't take anything either is a good idea. So that's just something to keep in mind no matter what role you're playing. That's just minion wave manipulation. Oh, they took Baron. That's no good. Yeah. I feel like you could have sold your Thorns Blade a while ago and bought some more wards. It's not doing you much at this point, and you guys need ward coverage. Like, yeah, your vision is lacking a little bit.
Like, just looking at the, like, after you got like a lot of vision around Dragon, but like that's about it. So
Oh, we just lost.
Damn.
You didn't expect that, did you?
You guys really threw this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you
The game's over.
yeah, if you played more aggressively like that, you definitely had the potential to carry this game by yourself. But like you just, it was apparent that you weren't like comfortable with your champion and everything. And like, you're chasing Yi. I don't know if it's the best idea.
Yeah, after you ran away, I had no idea what to do.
Yeah, like that was just really weird. I think it wasn't a good idea to go in like that. Against Baron teams, what you want to do is you want to keep the minion waves, especially shoved towards them, so they can't like use that against you. You can feel free to tune into the stream, by the way, to see what I'm talking about here. But yeah, more wards for sure would have been really good here. Would have been really good. Like when you're winning wards, when you're losing, even wards are even more important.
Okay.
So wards always good. Be sure to place them. They don't do you any good in your inventory. Even as an AD carry, you should be at least buying pinks because those are really good. Like really, really important. I don't know, like you just needed to be more comfortable with your damage ranges and understand your damage ranges on the champion. Like you just need to put in more games. That's like what I feel is really holding you back here, because you just don't understand your damage output yet, and you weren't able to abuse the point in the game where you were really strong. So now you're starting to hit that late game where you fall off a little bit with this champion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Irelia starts falling off around level 15, 16. Like 35 minutes in the game is where you're starting to noticing that you can't just like completely wreck people like you were earlier on.
Yeah. Yep.
So you need to really abuse that like time of power and get strong enough to where you can keep that power spike going longer and abusing it. And you just didn't do that as well as you should have. So it's really a really hard game for you guys.
So should I just had played more aggressive and
Yeah, you should.
smart aggressive? And
Yeah,
gotten
you should have
kills?
definitely played more smart aggressive. Like there was a lot of situations you could have gotten kills. You should have been grouping with your team a little more often too. Yeah, this is what you
Okay.
guys lose right here. Definitely should have been grouping a little more. But yeah, like I don't know. You just didn't take advantage of the opportunity where you're super strong and lost because of it. Irelia is a mid-game centric champion that scales really well with items. That's her thing. And you need to abuse it. So yeah, learning, like just playing the champion more, learning your damage, learning how to play smart aggressive, and learning your power spikes. Definitely up next. That's what you need to be focused on right now for this champion if you want to play her.
Okay.
So other than that, like the more advanced stuff can wait until you got like a basic handling on the champion.
Oh, these are just the basics?
Yeah, these are just basics. Like this is just basic
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
Like
So what's so like
advanced stuff is like flicker blading.
flicker blading?
Yeah, where you like dash like to and through minion waves in order to avoid skill shots, things like that.
Um,
There's like that's a big part of playing the champion. Aggressive, like super aggressive trading. It's also like another thing because Irelia has a very specific manner in which she does like hyper trades. and just like there are a couple more advanced things that just like deal with like more minion wave management and roaming and stuff like that Irelia can do that you just can't fully utilize unless you understand the basics of the champion because it's still you're still rough around the edges on a lot of that.
Yeah.
And so like definitely just like if you want to play Irelia in the top lane, you need to just put more games in her because she's a very complex champion to play properly. Like yeah, she may seem like super easy if you're playing against her, but she takes a lot of skill, knowledge, and like just awareness in order to play properly. And like you just need to be comfortable with her so you can instead of like worrying about things like farming and stuff like that, you can worry like you can start worrying about things like watching the like minions and like looking at junglers and stuff like that so you can play to our fullest potential. So once you stop worrying about the little things,
All
it
right,
gets
man.
easier. So I'm gonna link you a VOD real quick, like. You can watch this. It's kind of like shit. I'm linking that VOD of that Irelia game I played the other day. Here it is. Okay, here you go. Game. It's the first game. It starts around like the 12 minute mark. It's about when the game
Okay.
starts. It's a really short game. It's like 21 minutes long. It's a really quick surrender. Uh, I end up carrying pretty hard this game, so this is what you need to do. Like when you hear me say like play aggressive, smart aggressive, and like focus the right targets and all that,
Yeah.
you'll see it this game, like what I'm talking about, for sure.
Okay. And how do I find the replay of this that you just looked at?
I
Is it
will
also on
be
your Twitch?
Yeah,
And resent?
I will be putting it. It's gonna be uploaded like Twitch past broadcast for sure. After this, I'll also be uploading it to YouTube like sometime tonight. It'll be up by tomorrow, hopefully.
Oh, awesome.
If
Send me a
not, the day after for sure. So, it'll be
Oh,
up
man.
there. My YouTube's on my Twitch channel as well, so that's where you can find it. Anyway, I don't have another lesson for another hour, so I'm probably gonna just like take a 45-minute power nap or something, cause I'm fucking tired.
And thanks a lot, man.
No
Especially you're doing it
problem.
for free. So like, are you doing free like just to like be nice to everyone, or like you want to get
Um,
coaching experience, or
Like essentially at the beginning, I just kind of wanted to, help like build up,
help people out?
help people out, yeah, and kind of start building up like like fan base, follower base, something like that. Because
Yeah.
I like streaming and stuff like that, and I'm on a Challenger 5's team, so just building up that fan base and stuff like really helps
Yeah, I'm
us out
definitely
as
a fan now.
yeah, it helps our organization out and me out as a player as well. I may this is just something for like the future. I may be starting to charge like $5 an hour like later on,
Okay.
because I've been starting to get like 6-7 hours of coaching a day, and it's rough on me personally, especially since I'm
Yeah,
doing it all like for
obviously.
free. So like just at least getting some amount of compensation out of it, like because $5 isn't that much, but still enough to like make it worth my while at least.
Yeah.
Because like I like doing this, it's just starting to like wear on me doing like 6-7 hours a day and not like
Yeah, you shouldn't take that many lessons though in a day.
yeah,
It's
like
like,
it just depends on like because I've got people that can only do lessons on certain days and stuff like that.
mm,
So it's just whatever. Like today's my like really heavy day. Like I got another one at 1, another one at 2, another one at 5 today. So
oh my gosh.
yeah, I got a couple more hours of this left. Yeah, but like tomorrow I have 2 hours of coaching with one guy that I do coaching with a lot. So like he's like my longest term, like long
Oh,
time,
like he pays you?
long term. No, he isn't like he like wanted to donate and stuff. So like because he really like appreciated what I did. So I set up a donation button for him, just actually for him. That kind of got me off my ass and did that on my stream. So like yeah, I got 2 hours with him tomorrow, and then on Monday I have one at like 11 and one at 2. So then after that, like Wednesday, I'm cutting it off because that's when the season starts, and that's when I'm like, that's when I want to like get
Grind.
challenge. Yeah, that's when I want to grind and get back, like get to Challenger this season.
Mhm.
But I mean, like after that's probably when I'm gonna start setting it up for payment. Like we also are getting like we also have a partnership with the site, like our team. So like we'll be featured coaches and everything like that.
and so like I'm probably getting a lot busier. So it may go 5, even like maybe 10, depending on how like the volume of people I get. So 5 is definitely the plan. It may go up again after that. So it's like people that are like gone with me before, giving me positive reviews and stuff. I'll definitely like cut it down for them because like there are discount codes or something that you can like. I was chatting with the guy earlier, so like I definitely keep it 5 for them. But like it just depends at that point. So that's just what's in the future. Right
Yeah.
now, still definitely free. So um, if you have any questions, you can feel free to just message me in
Can keep
game.
you added.
Yeah, you can keep me out. That's fine.
Awesome, man.
Like I stream on Twitch, so I'll generally keep my status up to date when I'm live. So if you see that and you want to like hop in, ask a couple questions, you can feel free to do that too.
Yeah,
Just
for
watch.
sure.
Yeah, and then like positive review on the site helps me out.
Yeah, how do I do that? How do I?
After like the lesson, like if you go
Mhm.
to messages at the bottom, like it'll say completed lessons, and it'll lay down there.
So do I just click on your name? No, it's not.
Like it should say completed. This is what someone was telling me. Like you go to messages, like your messages.
Oh,
you go,
rate coach.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
okay.
go. Like that search should be. That helps me out, and that's my little self-whoring segment at the end of every lesson I do. So with that, holy shit, that's a lot of people that are watching. I
What
just
happened?
realized, like a lot of people are watching my stream right now. I didn't even realize.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, that's just a sign that you should make me become a god, Irelia. It's a sign.
I'll, I'll work on it.
I'm kidding, man. Don't worry.
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
I'm gonna watch the video, learn my basics, and then I'll come to you again once I feel
Yeah,
like I've mastered the basics.
Yeah, definitely put in some more games before coming to me again. And
I shouldn't take it to rank, right?
probably not, because
Okay.
yeah, definitely keep it to normals till you understand what you're
Okay.
doing, and then yeah, I've got a whole getting popular. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna be taking off for now. My next lesson's in an hour, so
All right, man. Thank you again,
no problem.
and
And
I got you with the good rating.
Yeah, I'll talk with you later. So
All right, man. See ya.
see ya. What to do in this hour of time? What else to do? What else to do? Like I could play a game. Let's see, who am I up? Let me see, who am I up next with? Okay, Fluffy. I have Fluffy, and then Hookio after that. So that's what's in store for me. It looks like. And then Mudkips later tonight. So, huh? I guess I could play a game. Is there anyone in chat that wants to be invited, by the way? Because I'm gonna play one while I wait. Yeah, I'm gonna be super tired at that point. That looks like I'm jungling.
How about a magic trick?
Alright, I'm gonna switch to my other. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick, so I don't have to crop as hard for the upload, so I'll be right back.